Hi guys, this is Shivadi. In this session, I'm going to explain differences between the var, let, and const. These are the keywords in JavaScript to declare the variables, but they have different scopes, hoisting behavior, and mutability. First, let us see what are the differences. First one is var. So var, whenever you declare any variable with var, those are function scoped or globally scoped. And whenever you use the variable define or declare with the var, those are going to be initialized with undefined and then hoisted to the top of the scope and initialized with the undefined. Allow redeclaration and reassignment. So if you see here, I declared the variable a with the var, and similarly I have defined var a, it is allowed. So whenever you do, you just declare, and if you are not assigning the any value, then by default the value is going to be undefined. Coming to the let, let will always will have the block scope. So these are not participated in the hoisted to the top of the block scope and throws a reference error if accessed that particular variable is going to be accessed before the declaration. And coming to the const, so block scoped and maintain the constant reference to the values. That means once you are going to declare any variable with some value, then you can't basically change that value. And we have to initialize during the declaration and cannot be reassigned. So whenever you declare or you have to define this particular variable whenever you use the const. And also, objects and arrays declared with const can have their properties or elements can be modified, but variable itself it cannot be reassigned. Let's try to understand these use cases with this example. Now let me go to the browser and I click here. You will see 2020 2010. So what it means, I'll explain. Now first execution here, where we declare variable a with var and 10. After that, in the if condition, we have put true. After that, again we have um, defined a with var, and then we are printing that particular value to the console. So currently, the value of a is going to be 20, even though you define the outside. But as it is a block scope here, now this will take the precedence. Once you come to the outside, then the value of this particular a become 20 because that's what variable defined with var participate in the hoisting, which nothing but whatever the variables you are going to declare with the var, which are participate hoisted means those things will be defined at the starting of the block, whether it could be variables or the classes. There are different types of hoistings will be there, but just understand that as you change this particular variable value a to 20, then automatically that value is going to be retained outside of this particular block as well. This will become the global scope. Now let's try to understand how the let use case will behave. Let we declare outside of the if condition at the same time let with the same variable we have defined inside this particular if block, right? Now here within this particular block, as let is basically have the block scope. So here let be equal to 20. So whenever you print console.log, it is going to print 20. Now once you are going out of this particular block, then let b is going to be become 10 because whatever the value you define or you declare using the let, which will have the block scope only. Then after that we have const. Any variable you are going to define with the const, which is going to be constant, which can't be changed. Now, whenever you are going to change this value, and let's go ahead and refresh this page, then you will see here assignment to const variable. So you can't basically assign this. Okay. Similarly, coming to the object, whenever you declare an object with const, this particular value, you can modify its properties. Now, if you see here object.key, you can update it to the new value, but you cannot reassign a value to this object itself. That means you have the flexibility to modify the whatever the properties you define in that particular object, but you can't reassign another object to this particular const variable. Now, if I go ahead and run this particular program, you will see, okay, let's first fix this. Okay, see already commented. Now what the error it is giving, assigned to the constant variable. So that is not possible. Okay, now that's all about the let, where, and const keywords in JavaScript. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.